After decades in the oil and gas industry, I've seen the stark contrast between big and small operations. I've crafted narratives for multi-billion dollar deals and later raised over $1 billion for smaller acquisitions. These experiences taught me valuable lessons about the nature of business, storytelling, and truth. I'm reminded of E.F. Schumacher's 1973 book, Small is Beautiful, Economics as if People Mattered. Its relevance persists today, highlighting the enduring value of small, more human-scale operations. As an engineer who rode the highs and lows of the upstream oil and gas industry, I've learned that timing is everything. Now, I share my experience to help others navigate their own journeys. My creative nature often leads me to give generously in the process of discovery. One key lesson is that while larger entities often project stability and sophistication, closer inspection reveals that competence and fundamental truths take time to surface. These truths are often obscured by legal complexities and defended by those whose positions rely on maintaining illusions. After a decade-long break, I've applied my knowledge in storytelling and truth vetting to creative pursuits like acting, filmmaking, and writing. This transition raised questions about who benefits from the stories spun in entertainment and social media. Now, the house usually wins, owning the narrative that the masses often have no choice but to follow. There's a need for both big and small to coexist, along with the demand for competence and genuine care. I've noticed a tendency amongst those seeking followers to tell people what they want to hear, even when its validity is questionable. Stories are powerful, but we must remember that sincerity doesn't always indicate sound fundamentals. Sometimes hope blinds us to flaws in new ideas. I've seen this firsthand with untested renewable energy projects that initially impressed investors but ultimately failed due to unrealistic assumptions. The experience underscores the importance of vetting and questioning, even when faced with appealing narratives. Fundamentals matter even when they're harsh. The American westward expansion serves as a stark reminder of this truth. Happened only 150, 200 years ago. With its complex history of displacement, conflict, and survival. Personally, Small is Beautiful. It resonates with me deeply. I'm drawn to characters who are independent and often misunderstood. In my business experience, larger deals often meant a happier staff, friendlier clients, while smaller deals demanded meticulous scrutiny and constant questioning. Navigating the eccentricities of smaller clients, particularly vulnerable to commodity price fluctuations, was challenging. Even industry experts frequently misjudged future oil prices, with potentially disastrous consequences for smaller firms. Ultimately, while the allure of big can be intoxicating, the true test lies in the resilience and adaptability found in the small. The most compelling stories are often those forged in the face of adversity, where fundamentals reign supreme and authenticity prevails over illusion. After years in oil and gas, then pivoting to creative fields, I've learned that both business and art demand a relentless pursuit of truth. This lens can be applied to various aspects of life, including government and public discourse. Sometimes unconventional approaches are necessary to expose the reality beneath the surface. In the end, each venture we engage in shapes the direction of our lives. The more attuned we are to the fundamentals and relationships between parties involved, the better equipped we are to navigate the ups and downs. We find ourselves vulnerable to both the forces of nature and the actions of man. I'm Mark Roach, and I wish you all the best in your own pursuits of truth and understanding.